After a blown lead on an own goal, it was Max Newnham who capped off a hat trick, prevailing the Terps over the Ice Lions in thrilling fashion last night. Tonight, it's the same two teams, and the Terps find themselves with a chance to sweep a heavyweight in the Southeast. Maryland and Penn State, coming up next on the Maryland Hockey Network. It's Maryland, and it's Penn State for the second night in a row. My name is Matt Fusillo, Andrew Rich, Benji Ferraro to my right and left. So good to be back on the Patrick rink.
Oh boy, is it. So nice to be in this rink after a lot of time on the Logsdon rink, but nonetheless, we are back, and it's another huge matchup for the Terps tonight after they took that 5-4 win over the Ice Lions just 24 hours ago.
As you mentioned, 5-4 win. The Terps' goals last night, Matt Kravitsky and Tucker Healy, and then the hat trick.
Yep.
From you-know-who, Max Newnham. And he's up to 25 goals so far this season.
And counting.
Breaking accolades, we'll get into those throughout the course of the night. Opening faceoff, we're underway. Kravitsky wins it back, but Peltier will cover it just 5 seconds in. Your starters for the Terps, Trevor Drake, Matt Kravitsky, Max Newnham, Brian Teske, Daniel Tomaszewski with Henry Peltier in net. No changes to the lineup from last night.
A big part of this game for the Terps tonight is going to be to limit odd man rushes. We saw they gave up a lot of those in the last game, and it almost cost them the win. So we want to see them clean up things a little bit in transition, play better defensively, get those offensive chances, and the Terps are going to come out of here 2-0 on the weekend.
Here's Teske in the Maryland zone. Pass to his partner, Chevy. This could be icing on the Terps, and it will be. So we'll take it back the other way. Well, last night, Newnham got his first goal, and then in the second period, he had an own goal. He just tried to pass it down the ice, and it went off a teammate right into the Maryland net. And then he scored goal number 2 and 3 of the night for himself. So
he made up for it.
He did make up for it. I think a lot of people could have predicted him.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he wanted to win that game after that blunder.
As soon as that happened, I know we looked at each other and we said, he's scoring again. And not only did he score again, he did it twice. So a huge part of this team, Max is, and he's going to be part of the effort tonight.
That own goal tied the game for Penn State. Then the Ice Lions scored another one for their only lead of the night to make it 4-3. And then Newnham scored those last 2 goals. Terps were able to hang on and take it 5-4. Here's Kravitsky, who gets into the neutral zone.
We also did mention yesterday that I think both of us thought that was probably the most complete game we've seen the Terps play all year. It was a 60-minute effort from everyone up and down the lineup, including their goalie, Henry Peltier. Look out here.
This is MJ Atrondo, the freshman, getting behind Peltier. Yeah, as you mentioned with that win, I asked Coach Carter if that was the biggest win of the year, as Peltier is going to cover this for the whistle. And he said the Rider one was big, but the Penn State one last night was the biggest team win of the year.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Coach Carter mentioned that the team had his heart pounding a little bit faster than he might have wanted to last night, but nonetheless, they came out of there with the victory. We'll see what they can do tonight, just over a minute and a half in.
Wilson and Sandell bump into each other, but it's taken by Ryan Cleary. There's a shot from the blue line, wristed wide by Good.
Huge
Abosh.
hit. Oh, my goodness.
Abosh gets leveled, then Warner comes in for the cleanup. And you'd have to imagine, well, there might be a call for both sides here.
It looked like a clean hit. I don't think there was anything wrong with the hit. Obviously, Blake Warner's going to go there for the retaliation, and it looks like they're going to take Riggle, too. Yeah, looks like they are. We got an elbow. And he's getting a major. So they're going to assess a 5-minute major penalty to Blake Warner. Cross-checking was the call. Now the refs will talk it over with Max Newnham.
Well, it's one of those plays where Warner is sticking up for a teammate, so you do like to see that, but
absolutely, you can't be mad at that.
Gotta stay out of the box.
Yeah.
If you're gonna retaliate, you gotta be careful with that, because it could have been a Terps power play.
It could have been. They called the elbow on that hit. I'd have to look at it again. I'm not sure if I saw an elbow, but the Terps will take that. So there's no disqualification for Blake Warner, just the 5-minute penalty, as he'll stay in the box until the 13-minute and 10-second mark.
If you are going to have a guy retaliate, you want it to be Warner.
I mean,
his size.
the biggest guy on the team, sure, I'll take that.
So they're going to put the face-off in the neutral zone. It'll be Connolly and Healy.
So we'll play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then the Ice Lions will be on a power play for 3.
This is a pass for the Ice Lion captain, Nate Schumann. All over the ice last night as a shot goes off Peltier and the net comes off. Another shot, and we finally get a whistle. Oh, it was Meyer with that last one.
I'm not sure how they got so wide open in front, but it was Meyer there, also battling. I believe that was Connolly in front too. Peltier was able to sprawl out and make a couple huge saves early in this game. Then the net came off.
And Meyer on that last attempt, he had an open net to shoot at.
He really did.
And even though the net came off, he still missed it.
I think his eyes might have got a little too big there.
Face-off is won by the Ice Lions. This is Schumann. His centering feed is sixed by Serra. Connolly tries to free it up. Healy is there, but not until it's kept in by Good. Connolly in the neutral zone, whacked by Duchesne, and Connolly will take it himself. Tries to weave past Serra. Centering feed goes off Peltier's pad. No rebound available. Now a try, and that was Fort who shot it wide.
Again, it's those rebound chances, those second and third ones that the Terps are going to need to take care of. There was a couple there. Peltier was able to come up huge. Some good defense from Andre Serra and Alex Sandell.
1 minute to go for Riggle in the box. Warner will sit for a lot longer. Coming down with speed is Joey Velarde. He's got the trailer. That was Kneisner. But now this is Good along the boards. He'll shoot. Peltier makes the save. Fabiani back. And now Newnham comes away with it. Newnham's going to take it back. Eat up a couple seconds.
23 seconds left. And that penalty to Riggle. Turnover here.
Amon gets bumped into. That was with Kneisner. Now it's Newnham. 10 seconds left for 4-on-4. Newnham is denied by Good. Riggle on his feet. He's pointing to the bench to see if he wants to stay on or go to the bench. So Riggle goes to the bench. It's a power play for the Ice Lions.
This is a huge kill to start the game for the Terps. Can really swing the momentum in their favor if they can kill it off.
Schumann surveys. Now it's Kravitsky. He tries to get the clear, and he does.
One thing to note about Max Newnham, I know we talk about the goals and the assists and the gross plays and the dangles, but his defensive prowess has been on point in the last few games. Blocking shots, being in the right positions defensively. You know how much Coach Carter trusts him, putting him out on the penalty kill. So Max Newnham does it all, 200 feet of the ice.
Tucker Healy pressing Kiley to the boards. Pass across for Meyer. Just over 2 minutes to work with for Penn State. No score here, just about 5 minutes into the first, as there's a drive by Schumann, and it goes right into the glove of Peltier.
It's that rebound control that we talked about. Most of the time when Peltier is able to see the shot the whole way, you can almost guarantee that there's not going to be a rebound, and that is huge for the Terps defensively. That's why we call him the people's goalie. He's just so good.
Connolly and Healy. They fight for it on the draw, but this is Connolly behind the net. Down to the blue line, Lambert. Now Connolly. Healy tries to get it out, but it comes to Beganowski, and he's able to get the clear with 1:40 left on the power play.
It's a long shift for Tucker Healy. He's chasing the puck right now. Good play by Tucker.
He's able to get the pickpocket all by himself. He's hounded. No penalty on the play. I think everyone wanted one there, but Peltier will cover this on the wriggle shot.
Yeah, it's an interesting no call there. Certainly looked like a cross check to me as Tucker's top half kind of folded over himself. No call. The Terps will have to keep killing this off. 1:24 to go in the penalty kill.
It was a smart play by Healy. He was going to bring it back. I think he wanted to pass all the way down.
Absolutely.
Like that glorious Eric Carlson kill when he's in the Senators. I remember that.
Yep. Philip Forsberg had one.
Tomaszewski off the glass and out. A minute and change for the Ice Lions. Trying to capitalize on the Warner 5-minute call. This is Schumann. His drop pass from Meyer. Peltier closes the 5-hole. Puck stays out. Another shot, save. And the third attempt couldn't get through.
Good job there by the Terps clearing that rebound. It was Dominic Facciano there who got it out to center. Now down to 40 seconds in the power play.
Pass off Cleary. Now Duchesne, a pass for Newnham. He's got a chance here. Now he's below the goal line. He'll just shoot that one wide.
You knew he was going to shoot it, though.
Look out to 2-on-1. Duchesne hustles back. Saved by Peltier. That was Kiley shooting.
So there's that first odd man rush that we were talking about. The Terps were able to survive it, but they want to limit those.
Meyer will pass it around for Fort. Warner on his feet, 5 seconds left. Pass by Riggle. Warner's out of the box, so the Terps kill it off. We're back to full strength.
Absolutely huge for the Terps killing off that penalty. Look out here.
Here is Drake in all alone. And he couldn't get that one to go.
I think the net's off a little bit.
Oh, Drake, he might have shot that off the side of the net. He had a great look, got spun around, took it in himself.
Yeah, he tried to go backhand, forehand, tried to go high glove. Just wasn't enough room there. I think he missed a little bit wide right, but definitely a good chance. It was an incredible stretch pass to send Drake in on the breakaway.
Taverner, a little wraparound try. Rebound, that was blocked. McGuire with the rebound. Now down to the Penn State zone. Goaltender Josh Ferry will play it for his teammate Christian Short. Drake still on the ice. So is Newnham. He was looking for Newnham there, but Nice Lion was able to pick that off. Sandell is going to try to keep it in, but it comes out. Cabral Downs in on Peltier. His shot wasn't able to catch it, fell to the ice, but now he gets a glove on it for the whistle with just under 12 minutes left in the first.
All three Terps forwards got caught a little bit low in the offensive zone there, so when that puck came out to the point, it was intercepted by the Lions. They were able to go back with some numbers. So it's going to be important for the Terps to keep that third forward high in the offensive zone to eliminate any of those odd man rushes that we've been talking about.
Tapped by Kneisner. Now Fabiani. Here is Jacob Fabiani again. Amon. Now Kneisner. Trying to get past Healy. It's in the corner. Now Amon. Terps having trouble getting it out. Gloved by Fabiani, and now it's Duchesne. That's going to be a hand pass.
It's the third defensive zone hand pass we've seen in the last two games, and I was corrected by Coach Carter just before this game started. NCAA rules, there is a such thing as a defensive zone hand pass, unlike the NHL. So that is the correct call. So the faceoff stays in the Terps defensive zone.
Good clarification from Coach Carter. What we also learned from Coach Carter, this is a stat for the audience, and it's a shocking one. Out of the 20 games that Maryland has played so far this year, the team to get to 3 goals first, as there's a shot and they score. It's Velarde, and it's 1-0 Penn State.
That was some sloppy defensive zone play there from the Terps. A turnover right in front of their own net. And that one squeaked 5-hole on Peltier. So Penn State goes up 1. Just about 9 minutes through this first period.
The stat for those of you at home is, out of all 20 games that Maryland has played this year, so far, the team to get to 3 goals first has won every single game.
That's crazy.
There's another goal. It's Brendan Meyer who makes it 2-0.
Coach Carter's complaining about offsides right now. He thought that one should have come back. But again, it's another odd man rush. One of the Terps defensemen got caught too high in the neutral zone. Puck got chipped around him. The Ice Lions came in with numbers. They were able to bury that one low blocker on Peltier. So now it's 2-0, just like that.
19 seconds apart, those 2 Ice Lion goals. 10:44 on the clock in the first.
The Terps really didn't have to play from behind too much in the game last night. Obviously, they had to come back from that 4-3 deficit, but they weren't down 2 at any point. So we'll see how they respond. Plenty of time left in this game.
Puck got free to the crease, but Ferry will get a glove on it. I'd like to give a birthday shout out to my own grandpa, Papa Fusillo.
Hey, happy birthday, Papa Fusillo.
Who started the hockey fandom in my family.
That's awesome.
He is watching this game. It's going to be Kravitsky on the face-off for the Terps. A little bit of an early jump, but it's won anyway by Connolly. Drake trying to keep it in. Now the Ice Lions get it out. It's McGuire. That pass goes to the left to Peltier. McGuire. And now Cabral Downs. Here's Connolly. Puck goes wide. I don't know if that hit someone or... Anyway, it's taken by Tomaszewski. He goes down along with Connolly. Drake trying to keep it past the red line. Newnham goes to deliver a check, but he hits Teskey instead.
Yeah, they both tried to go after the same guy.
Kravitsky. Kept in by Good. Tried getting that pass to the front of the net, but Kravitsky was able to get a stick on it. Here's Newnham. It's a 1-on-4.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 1-on-4. Tried to cut to the middle. Almost got that shot off. Just rolled off his stick a little bit. That one surely looked like offside, but again, no call.
They're going to get the iPad on the bench.
I know.
Get the Maryland hockey puck on the bench. They were doing that at the ACC showcase.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Supervising officials. They had the league hired off-ice officials, and they watched our stream. And during real time, watching the replay footage.
It was cool.
Pretty cool.
To see the whole process behind the officiating and what goes into, making the correct calls and coaching these officials on what should be done and what shouldn't be done.
It's going to be icing on Penn State. .8:24 left in the first. Glad you could join us on the Maryland Hockey Network. Matt Fusillo with Andrew Rich and Benji Ferraro. Here's Duchesne who shoots, and that one goes high. I think it went off the glove of Ferry.
I believe that hit Ferry right in the mask. Caught a piece of his helmet, went up into the netting. It's a good save by Ferry. Came out to the top of his crease, cut down the angles. Travis Duchesne didn't have too much to shoot at, tried to go high. This will result in an offensive zone draw.
Good look for Mr. Duchesne, looking for his 7th of the year.
Travis has been a huge addition back to this lineup for the Terps since he came back. Producing offensively, making defensive plays too.
There's another goal. It's Atrondo, and it's 3-0.
You can sense by Peltier's reaction to that one. He's going to want that back. Just couldn't squeeze the 5-hole in time, couldn't get down into his butterfly. Shot right along the ice. Beats him, and it's 3-0.
Well, if they're going to win this game, then they're going to have to
break Coach Carter's.
break the streak.
Hey, it can be
20
done.
straight games.
I'm sure he'd be willing to have his streak broken.
Here's Facciano. Kept in, breakaway. Great save by Peltier. Oh,
unbelievable.
It was Velarde looking for a second of the game. Peltier with the right leg.
That was old school, little scorpion. Unbelievable stuff from Peltier, and what a response after giving up that goal.
Now below the goal line. This is Taverner. His pass. There's another save, this time with the left leg of Peltier. Taverner for Velarde. And now Meyer. Peltier makes the cover.
Unbelievable. Terps are scrambling a little bit in their defensive zone right now. Giving up too many chances. They're going to need to tighten things up if they want to get themselves back in this game.
Here's Kravitsky with Cleary. There's a shot, saved by Peltier. Rebound, he's able to swallow that one up too. 7:04 on the clock. Kravitsky and Cleary again. Tomaszewski with it. He's able to saucer that one out. Now Schumann for Cleary. Teskey's able to get to the puck. His pass for his defensive partner Tomaszewski, and now Drake. Drake tries to make a move, but he's denied by Schumann.
Terps might have to get something going, maybe play a little bit more physical, try and switch the momentum in this game. See if they can get themselves back in it. Try finishing your checks. Play simple.
This is Riggle. He tries to get it across. Peltier will get a stick on it. Now Cleary on the other side. 6 minutes left in the first. 3-0 Ice Lions. Goals from Velarde, Meyer, and then Atrondo. Fort's pass for good. And now McGuire. Here's Connolly. He'll gain the offensive zone. Shot goes off Sandell. Cabral Downs is there. Now making a nice move was McGuire. Wilson for Newnham. He'll get it out of the zone for Fort. Now Connolly punches it off the boards right near the Maryland bench. Abosh gets leveled again. It's the second time this game that Abosh gets rocked to the ice. You could make the case that it's a little bit of a late hit.
A little bit.
But they called the first one elbowing.
Yeah, I don't think there were, I didn't think there was anything too egregious with the first one. Certainly not that one, but Kyle's always going to get right back up.
Yeah, that one was definitely a clean hit.
Yeah. One thing you can guarantee, Kyle's going to get right back up, and he's right back in the play.
Arsenault. Now Sandell, another giveaway. That one was shot high. It was Kiley there. Terps have really got to clean up those giveaways in the defensive zone.
Yeah, that's what's going to kill them. It was the only downside to their game last night. We said the odd man rushes and defensive zone play, and that's what's killed them so far in this game.
Bieganowski on the ice. He's hounding Arsenault. Now Arsenault will go to the bench. Taverner. Warner delivers a check.
I'd like to see more of that. Get more physical. Try and switch the tide in this game.
Puck winds around. Fabiani kicks at it.
There's a penalty. Fabiani drew it.
And there's a punch thrown.
That
was by Velarde to the face of Warner.
That was blatant.
And Warner's still down on the ice.
You have to think that's going to be a major.
Five-minute major is the call for roughing.
Yep.
Did they say 18? Is that Velarde?
I'm not sure. I thought I saw 20 and 21 in the box.
There's only 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, now, there you go.
Yeah, so they'll
it's
play.
A 5-on-3.
It'll be a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes, and then a 5-on-4 for 3 minutes. So this is a golden opportunity for the Terps here to get back in this game.
It's Tomaszewski. Now Teske thinks about shooting. Pass back for Chevy. Ice Lions will take it. This is Connolly. He'll put on the brakes. Healy is back there. And the Ice Lions are going to take it all the way down to their own end. Not good for the Terps. And now they'll get a clear. Peltier will play it. Here's Drake. This is a 4-on-2. Now Tomaszewski pass back for Drake. Chevy, pass across, save. That was Ferry.
It was a good idea there from Tomaszewski, trying to slide that right across the crease to Healy. I believe Ferry got his stick out and poked it away. Ice Lions are able to clear. Down to a minute to go in the 5-on-3, 4 minutes to go in that major penalty.
Here's Drake. Maryland looking for their first goal of the night. Newnham shoots that, and a glove save by Ferry. You knew he was going to shoot that one.
Yeah. You don't want to get too fancy on the 5-on-3. It can be tempting to just try and find a perfect play. Newnham just decided to put it on net there. Never a bad idea.
Maryland gets the second unit out. It's Warner on the draw with Bieganowski, Duchesne, Sandell, and Serra. Sandell's pass for Bieganowski. Here's Sandell. Duchesne. 30 seconds on the first penalty. Shot by Sandell, bumped by Ferry, and it stays loose.
Some big rebounds there given up.
2.5 minutes in the period. So the 5-minute call, no matter what, will go into the second period. Serra, now Duchesne.
Good job by Andre Serra getting in on the forecheck.
Pass across, so it's loose. Caught with the glove by Ferry, but not until Kiley comes out of the box.
Couple good chances there for Andre Serra right in front. Solid shift from him.
So it'll be a 5-on-4 for the Terps for a shade under 3 minutes.
And it is still a 5-minute major, so no matter what, even if the Terps score, that penalty will continue until those 3 minutes are up.
Golden opportunity to get themselves back into the game. Newnham scored that power play goal last night. Here's Teskey. Teskey moves in. Nobody was available there. Tomaszewski. Now at the blue line, it's Newnham. Back for Chevy. He shoots. That one couldn't get through. Keeley below the goal line. This is Chevy. Pass for Newnham. Newnham will shoot, and he breaks his stick. Coach Joe Carter gives the stick back to Newnham.
What a play by Coach.
This is Teskey. His shot is redirected. That goes off the glass. Newnham back for Drake. Here's Tomaszewski shooting, and a save by Ferry. Well, if Maryland scored there, you'd have to give credit to Coach Joe.
Oh, I would have given him the assist.
Put hustling over, getting the stick.
Put it on the score sheet.
Not like NC State. We don't have an equipment manager on the bench.
Yeah.
Fund us, Maryland.
Please.
Warner and Kiley.
Try that face off again.
Peltier yells to stop. He says the door is open all the way down to the Maryland end.
Seems to be closed now.
Now we're good. I'm surprised they listened to him.
Try this face off one more time. Not sure what happened on that one. Let's try it again.
So 1 minute to go in the first. Warner for Beganowski. Now Duchesne. It comes out. Maryland will have to regroup.
It's a big hit by Blake Warner. He's trying everything he can to get his team back in this game. Emotionally, physically. He's doing it with the body right now.
Sarah gets denied by Lambert. And the Ice Lions get another clear. 30 seconds to go in the first. Sarah for Sandell. Now this is Duchesne. Another giveaway. This is Kneisner, and he scores. It's a shorthanded goal, 4-0.
Unfortunately, the Terps are just beating themselves right now. Just couldn't connect on that pass. It kind of handcuffed Travis Duchesne a little bit. And Kneisner came right back in the other way. Not too much Peltier can do there. It's 4-0 here with just under 19 seconds to go in the first.
We talk about those bad giveaways being the Achilles heel for the Terps. Another one is giving up goals with under a minute to go in the period.
Yeah.
So you got 2 and 1 there.
Just everything we talked about that could have gone wrong kind of did go wrong in this first period.
1 second, Teskey shoots, and that'll do it for the first.
Hey, but like we mentioned, the first period, there's still 40 minutes of play. Certainly no reason to give up on this game. Plenty of time for the Terps to get back in it. But they'll head to the locker room down 4, so a lot of work ahead of them.
We will step aside here on the Maryland Hockey Network. Coming up after the break, the second period. Penn State leads 4-0. Maryland will have 47 seconds of power play time. Your Penn State goals in the first period were Velarde, Meyer, and then it was Atrondo and Kneisner, the fourth one.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough 20 minutes for the Terps. Everything that could have gone wrong pretty much did go wrong. So they have some work to do to get themselves back in this one, but plenty of time to do it.
So Maryland will have the first power play unit on the ice. Tomaszewski standing at the right wing position. That's because Newnham likes to stay back on the man advantage. Peltier talks things over with Newnham. Healy wins the faceoff, and we're underway. Teske to Newnham. Maryland doesn't have much time to work with here if they want to cash in on the man advantage. And Penn State will get it clear, but not until it goes into the netting.
So this faceoff should come all the way back down.
Yeah, it looks like it will. The clearing attempt was in the Penn State zone, so that's usually where they put the faceoff, wherever it was shot out.
Yep. In the NHL, that would have been a penalty, but different rules here in the NCAA.
Tomaszewski and Schumann, the two number 6s, little false start. 5-yard penalty. Here's Newnham. He chips one to Teske. Now Drake. Speaking of 5-yard penalty, you said Michigan is winning 10-0 right now?
Yeah, it's still 10-0. I think pretty deep into the second half now.
Big Ten
It is
championship.
actually breaking news. It's 17-0 now. Michigan 9:14 remaining in the third quarter in the Big Ten championship, and then Florida State up 10-3 on Louisville in the ACC championship just over halfway through the third quarter as well. It's a big day for college football.
Still waiting on what bowl game Maryland gets for football. Benji Ferraro said last night that it should be the, what was it, Las Vegas? Maryland football? He's nodding his head.
I don't know if he heard what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't think he heard. Did you hear me, Benji? No, he can't. He cannot
He
hear
can't
me.
hear anything.
It's like the Millersville interview with Kravitsky.
Yeah. So the Ice Lions kill off that major penalty. So we're back to even strength now. Just under a minute gone here in the second period.
Coach Joe calls off the remaining players from the first unit.
We'll go with the fourth line now. The trusty fourth line.
It's the Dogs with Serra and Sandell. Penn State prevails in the faceoff. Tavener. Serra delivers a check. Now Facciano for Mohan. Penn State bench is
They have
very
too many men
loud.
on the ice. There's too many men on the ice.
And they're going to call it.
You could hear the Maryland bench screaming from all the way over here.
They should. We'll see who serves. It looks like it's
Yeah.
going to be, is that Arsenault?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes, it is. I didn't know what was going on. I heard
I
everyone
know.
yelling.
Took me a second to realize why they were yelling. I looked over, could see Daniel Tomaszewski on the bench pointing at the guy right in front of him, saying there's six.
I don't know if we've seen that all year.
I don't think we have. So again, this is a huge opportunity for this Terps power play to cash in.
I think we see that in the NHL more than the ACHA.
Brendan, you know my answer.
Brendan McDowell says, who's better, Ovechkin or Crosby?
You know my answer. Don't
I'd
even
love to
question
see
me.
the broadcast crew weigh it. We appreciate we appreciate everyone's comments. And Newnham with a big hit.
That's my roommate, just so you know.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
On Wriggle.
He knows my answer. Sid's
you're
better.
a Penguins fan, so
Yeah.
you know the answer.
My unbiased opinion, Sid's better.
This is Newnham. I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
A little Terps power play here. This is Cleary with the puck. Teske for Newnham. Drake, and now Teske. 1:15 for the Maryland man advantage. Drake for Healy, and the Ice Lions are able to get it clear.
It's a very aggressive penalty kill style for the Ice Lions. Wherever the puck goes, they're quick to get sticks on it. It's worked for them so far tonight. Limited the Terps' chances and kept everything to the outside.
Drake in the offensive zone, Bieganowski, and now Tomaszewski. Drake a shot, and Ferry can't get the cover. Now Drake goes down, 35 seconds. Tomaszewski loses his footing. No, that was Sarah.
Look out here.
It's a 2-on-2 for the Ice Lions. Kneisner.
Good D by Sarah.
Here's Bieganowski, 20 seconds for the power play. This is Tomaszewski. You'd have to think he's tired. Duchesne, it's popped free to the neutral zone.
Yeah, it's well over a minute-long shift for Tomaszewski and Newnham. They get off now.
Sarah for Duchesne, and that will just about do it for the penalty. We're back to full strength. Arsenal on the ice as he taps his stick.
When you're killing penalties confidently, it is such a momentum booster, and right now Penn State has done that very well. And they're building off that momentum.
Taverner has trouble gaining the zone. Now Sarah. Taverner again, he shoots now. This is Warner, he'll just get it out. 4 minutes into the second period. Cabral Downs. This is a pass for Cabral Downs again. Now Connolly, Cabral Downs, a shot, saved by Peltier.
What a save, Henry Peltier, getting across with the left pad. Oh my goodness, the acrobatics.
Facciano, big hit, he gets right back up. Now Sarah steps in.
Terps are finishing their checks now, it's what I like to see.
Taverner. Taken away by Newnham. He shoots and Ferry's got it. All right, Crosby or Ovechkin? It should be universally agreed that Crosby is one of the best all-around players in history.
I agree.
So he's better. But Ovechkin is the best goal scorer of all time.
I will not hesitate to admit that Alex Ovechkin is the best goal scorer that the game of hockey has ever seen.
But I think if you have to pick a guy to have on your team, anyone in the NHL, to serve any purpose, Crosby might be number one on the list. I might even take him over McDavid. To be honest.
I mean, I agree. Obviously, I'm biased, but I completely agree. I think he, at the age of 36, what he's doing in the league right now is unprecedented. And he's on pace for, I think, the best season ever by a 36-year-old. So still doing it at that ripe age.
I think both those guys, Crosby and Ovi, were both needed for the NHL when they both came into the league.
Absolutely.
I mean, spark, a lot of excitement.
Ovechkin had a quote not too long ago talking about him and Crosby. He said they saved the league, and it's tough to disagree with that. They really did.
Ferry's going to cover this one after pinballed in the crease. I got Ovechkin's autograph over the summer, so I was
awesome.
Really excited.
That's awesome. Yeah, don't get it wrong. I respect Alex Ovechkin greatly. I think he's one of the best players that the game has ever seen. Obviously, probably the best goal scorer ever. But Sid's my guy. Sid is my all-time favorite.
They're just completely different players.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
Moving on Peltier's Atrondo. And Duchesne tries to get it out.
Peltier read that one the whole way. Knew he was going back to the backhand. Got tight to his post and made the save.
Fabiani flicks it high to the neutral zone. Puck goes just over Healy's stick. Amon hops back. Atrondo. Bouncing pass by Myers. Peltier sprawls out. Duchesne will get it clear. And this will be icing on Maryland. Maryland's really having a tough time generating the offense. It looks like they're just doing anything they can to get it out of their own end, and they're not passing it tape to tape.
I think it's a combination of some poor defensive zone play by the Terps and just a really good forecheck and offensive zone pressure from the Ice Lions.
You knew they were going to come out hungry tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
After losing last night.
And, I mean, there's a reason they were ranked 6th. This is a very good team, a lot of speed, a lot of talent, so we expected them to come back with an answer tonight, and about halfway through this game, they have done that. But then again, we're not even halfway through this game. There's so much time left.
There's a lot of hockey.
I mean, things can change very quickly.
Penn State's first 2 games of the season were against a D1 team. But after that, they have not lost back-to-back games at all this year. So they know how to get the job done after losing the game before.
I mean, that's huge. Being able to respond after losses, such a big part of putting together a good season.
Currently sitting at 8-7.
I know we were trying to predict what that win last night would do for the Terps in terms of rankings. We came to the conclusion maybe somewhere around 15 to 20.
Yeah, it'll definitely help.
Yeah, 100%, but another win tonight would make it even better.
We're at 20 right now, according to the website. I think there was a little bit of a discrepancy, social media and website.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the website's word.
Yeah, I would too.
Since the social media probably comes off of the website, so.
I would agree, yeah. They had Ohio State at 20 on Twitter, which we believe is wrong.
Chopped at by Teskey. Penn State sitting at number 6 in the region right now. Maryland at 20, as you said, Andrew. And Penn State lost to some opponents that Maryland is very familiar with, including UNC, Rider, and NC State. Penn State split a weekend series with NC State. 2 more losses to the D1 IUP, and then Ohio University, who Maryland has not played and will not play this year. I mentioned this last night as well, but Penn State last night, that was their first game since the ACC Showcase, so nearly a month.
It's unbelievable. I mean, the Terps had played, what, 4 games in between the Showcase ending and the Penn State series starting.
Yeah, so it was Rider, Rowan, North Carolina,
and NC State.
NC State. 2 road trips, all away games for the Terps in November.
And those were 4 games against good teams, too.
Back on the Patrick rink for the first time since opening weekend. This is going to be a penalty.
Oh,
and a lot
boy.
of pushing and shoving now.
Look out.
Sarah's in there. Facciano is in there. Another Terp. They wrestle to the ice. Can't see who that is. Is it Tomaszewski?
Sarah.
Sarah.
This is where, as a referee, you need to step in, make sure this doesn't get out of hand.
Mohan was the 3rd Terp in there.
So Sarah will sit for at least 2. We'll see who goes to the box for the Ice Lions. Looks like it's Lambert. Kylie going. And Mohan and Sarah for the Terps.
Give me a couple seconds to write this down, folks. It's going to be a lot of writing.
It's gonna just taking notes.
Write down all the goals and penalties. So the two captains are standing right near the scorer's table.
And obviously what started that all was that hit by Andre Serra in the corner. Not sure which Penn State player that was that went hard into the wall, but his teammates didn't take too kindly to that.
So Kylie and Lambert, is that in the box?
Yes, yes.
And Mohan and Sarah.
So now the refs will talk it over with the captains, Beganowski and Schulman.
Where PA announcer Brandon Appleton's going to have a workload right now.
Yes, he is. He's ready for it.
Peltier on one knee with his helmet off.
I would imagine that the Terps are going to end up shorthanded here.
Yeah, it did look like Maryland initiated it.
Yeah, not positive, obviously, but
and we
just
knew
guessing.
We knew going into the weekend that Penn State was going to be physical and they're going to have a lot of penalties, but right now Maryland's really running the show with the penalties.
And I didn't think yesterday's game was all too chippy or physical or penalty heavy at all. It's actually rather a clean game.
Now Newnham pleads his case with two of the officials. So Teskey and Tomaszewski are with Peltier. Newnham's on the ice. And there's a whole bunch of Terps on the ice near the Maryland bench. So we have no idea what the configuration will be.
I'm guessing, since Penn State is lining up for an offensive zone draw, that they know that it's going to be 5-on-4.
Yeah, they do have 5 players ready to go, too.
Yeah. And you would think if you're going to be on a penalty kill, what 2 defensemen you would want to put out there. I see Tomaszewski, I see Teskey. And it looks like Terps are trying to figure out which penalty killers they want on the ice. If I had to guess, I think Andre Serra probably got the original 2 for the hit, and then maybe another 2-minute for roughing. And then Luke Mohan probably got a 2-minute for roughing along with the other 2 Penn State players. So it's just going to be that 2-minute to Andre Serra, the extra one, that is going to make the difference. Let's listen to Brendan Appleton.
Did you say 12 minutes?
Yeah, so they're giving out. Well, they gave one to Penn State, too. So they gave everyone 2s and 10s, and Andre Serra got the 2 and the 10 plus an extra 2. Wow.
Some expletives on the Penn State bench.
I mean, the refs are trying to get a hold of the game. I get it. I don't know.
I mean, we see pushing and shoving every other play pretty much, and that one was definitely a lot more than usual.
It was.
But I mean, if you're going to do that to everyone, I mean, it still is hockey.
It's hockey, yeah. I mean, well, no matter what, we're playing again. So after all that, it's a 2-minute power play for the ice lines.
I think that makes sense.
I think it does too. I'm not sure I agree with the 10 minutes for everyone, but I understand why they did it.
Schumann, Peltier is going to cover this one. So 14 seconds in, we have a stoppage with just over 11 minutes in the period. Good job by Brandon getting that out.
Yeah.
That's tough to do. Wasn't there a ref recently? Was it NFL or NHL? was announcing the penalty, and he said like everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
What sport was that?
I believe it was hockey. I forget. Was it the NHL? It might have been, but I think there was a big line brawl on the ice, and the referee gave a 10-minute misconduct to every player on the ice. That's what he said. Don't see that too often, but
It's like football where they say offside, everyone but the center.
yeah. False start, everyone but the center.
False start.
Yep.
Cleary fans in the pass. Now he gets it to Schumann. That one goes just wide. Tomaszewski tries to get it clear, but Cleary will keep it in. Say that 5 times fast.
I'm good. That's your job.
Schumann for Meyer. Now Cleary. His shot. Oh, a nice save with the glove by Peltier.
Very good glove save by Henry Peltier.
51 seconds on the debacle of a penalty call.
That is a good word.
4 players in the boxes, 2 for each team. Benji nods his head to the music. Had no business saying that, but he's right next to
Why
me,
not?
so I had to say it. He heard that.
Yes, he did.
Benji, who's better, Crosby or Ovechkin?
Crosby or
He says
Ovechkin.
Crosby. Oh, what'd you say?
He said Gretzky.
Oh, no, not Gretzky. Crosby.
Yeah.
He says Crosby.
Yeah.
Amon gets a clear.
He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, so we're unanimous on that. He says it's close.
I mean, it is. It's close-ish, but give me Crosby any day.
Connolly. Nice job by the Terps, not allowing them to gain the zone.
Ooh, big hit.
Newnham and Connolly.
Can feel that one. Feel that
Maryland's
one all the way up here.
Checking this game has
Yes.
been elevated. We have a whistle.
Believe that was an icing.
Yeah, they're going to call back Healy onto the ice. With 9:10 left in the second.
So that 2-minute extra penalty to Andre Serra is over. So we're playing at full strength. And then everyone that is still in the box will come out 10 minutes after when the penalties were called, plus a whistle. Not sure exactly what time they'll be out. Believe it'll be around the 1-minute mark of this period.
Atrondo. Yeah, it'll be with 1:16 left.
1:16. So it'll be the 1:16 time stamp plus a whistle, and then all
the
those
next
players will
stoppage.
come out of the box.
Amon will play the puck behind his own net. Now Sandell.
Dangerous pass there.
Maryland really cannot get anything started, really the whole game.
Yeah, it's been a little too much.
Another giveaway.
Yeah. Too much forcing the puck through the middle in their own defensive zone. It's going to cost you every time.
Penn State could have scored right there.
They could have.
Puck went just over the stick of Arsenal. But this is Tomaszewski. Peltier tries to make the cover. Penn State thinks they have a goal, and they wave it off.
Waved off. Penn State bench is not happy. But we do not have instant replay here, so the call on the ice is going to stand. See if we can see anything on our replay.
You can't tell.
You can't. Yeah. I mean, the ref was in perfect position.
Yeah,
He's right
I
behind the net,
I don't
so
think that went in.
yeah, you have to trust what he says.
We couldn't see the puck because there were so many bodies, but once Peltier's glove went down, it looked like for sure it was in front of the goal line.
Yeah.
Peltier wants an icing. He'll get it here with 7:41 on the clock. Well, the upcoming schedule for the Terps. They'll be away next Friday at George Mason, and then home here on the Patrick Rink against Towson on Saturday. 2 D1 teams. Maryland beat Towson last year and the year before. Last year was in the crab pot where Newnham scored 4 goals. And I've never seen Maryland play George Mason since I've been here, so that'll be a first. That's at the Prince William Ice Center in Virginia. Pass for Drake. He operates, and now Teskey. Ferry will kick that one aside. Shooting attempts by Tomaszewski was blocked, and now Teskey's back to play it. Arsenault tries to get the puck. Now Tomaszewski. This is good. Off of Kneisner. Taking it all the way around is Kiley. Kravitsky. Now Teskey for Tomaszewski. Here is Kravitsky moving it on Ferry. He tried getting it for Drake, but it's taken back by Riggle. Kravitsky is checked a little late. He'll go to the bench. Duchesne ahead. MacDonald.
If there's any silver lining in this period, the Terps have done a decent job of limiting those grade A chances right in front of Pelletier. Certainly been less than last period. But some improvement, something to build on. And again, still so much time in this game. 26 minutes.
Pelletier swivels from his right to left. Puck remains in the corner. Sandell. That was a pass for Joyce. So no goals in the second period yet as Cleary moves in and his shot is redirected at a play by Tomaszewski. 5:37 left in the middle period.
Wonder what Coach Carter is going to do with the offensive lines here. Already looks like he's done a little bit of shuffling with the centers. Move Travis Duchesne up on wing to that first line. Now we have Patrick Beganowski playing with Dominic Facciano and Lachlan Joyce. So Coach Carter trying to shift things up a little bit, maybe trying to find a spark somewhere, see what works.
Pelletier makes the save. We'll keep looking at those line combos.
There's going to be another penalty here against the Terps.
There's a grade A chance. They tried to pass it. Couldn't get a shot. Now it is covered by Pelletier. Oh, Fabiani. But regardless, Ferry goes back to the bench. It'll be another power play. And we'll see who it is going to the box.
I believe it's Brian Teskey.
Teskey, yeah.
There was a bit of shoving in the...
Getting escorted.
Yeah, there was a bit of shoving in that back left corner, the far left corner. I believe Teskey put someone face first into the boards, and unfortunately with the way this game has gone, it's going to be a penalty call.
Yeah, it's going to be boarding.
It did, certainly from this angle, that looks to be the right call. Anytime the player's numbers are facing directly at you, you have to be careful, especially when you're near the boards.
It's just the 4th Maryland penalty of the night. It feels like a lot more.
It does.
Gonna have another whistle here.
Ooh. Looks like Henry Pelletier is slow to get up.
He was already shaken up during the intermission. We saw him with the trainer.
He's still down. Oh, and his helmet. Uh-oh. The Terps do not have a backup goalie in this game.
Trainer comes on the ice. His helmet is off. It's not good to see.
This is not.
Evan Jones is not here tonight, and they don't have a dressed goalie on the bench.
And we saw, as you mentioned during the intermission, Pelletier with the medical training staff getting stretched on, getting worked out. was obviously in some discomfort, but he knew the situation, knew he didn't have a backup goalie, so he's back on the ice. And now just a collision right in front. It looked like he got kind of piled up on. Just hope he's all right. It's really the backbone of this team.
Now he's on his feet.
Making sure everything feels good. And he's going to stay in net. Love to see it.
Yeah, he is a warrior.
He is.
I don't know if somebody bumped into him, but the net came off. Looks like he went into the left post.
Yeah, there was a collision right in front.
I know Newnham went down with one of the Penn State players.
Yeah, and I believe that Penn State player kind of fell on top of Peltier. So they moved the faceoff out to the neutral zone. Interesting.
Oh, Newnham.
He was lining that. You could see him coming. Oh, my goodness, he just missed.
The women's team behind the glass gets a little laugh. That would have been a monstrous hit.
That, oh, my God. I thought he was going to murder him.
So it's Meyer.
Oh, my goodness.
A minute and a half left for the power play. 4.5 in the period. Shot. Peltier will make the save.
Shout out to the women's ice hockey team for Maryland standing behind Henry Peltier.
They had a game this morning. They played at 11 a.m. at the Brigade Sports Complex. They played Navy.
Awesome to see them come out and support the men's team.
Speaking of Navy, I don't think Maryland will be in the crab pot this year, which is really unfortunate because there's a blistering shot, another glove save. Because of the ACC playoffs. Last year, the mock playoffs did not conflict with the crab pot, but now this year the ACC playoffs do. So I guess that's a trade-off of switching into the ACC, but
yeah,
that's a bummer. The crab pot is an awesome tournament.
And I've heard so much about it. I was looking forward to seeing that tournament, but
we're still awaiting. We're still awaiting full confirmation, I guess, but
yeah,
it doesn't look like we'll be there. If I'm wrong, don't call me fake news, but I did hear it. So, playoffs will be in Winston-Salem for the ACC. I believe that'll be the first weekend of February.
Believe so too.
Coach Smith wants a high stick on that.
He's just laughing to himself on the bench right now.
As Coach Carter shakes his head as well. Referee said it was not. He waved it off. Tomaszewski.
Couldn't really tell if that was a high stick from this angle.
Yeah, it was close. Tavener. Now Kneisner.
Offside there. So 3 seconds remaining on that penalty to Brian Teske. And then he'll jump out of the box right at that 3-minute mark.
I think the women's team should go behind Ferry and not Peltier. Get in his head a little bit. They should be yelling at the opposing goalie.
That is an interesting suggestion.
We're on home ice, and you got nobody behind Ferry.
I think they just want to support Henry.
Yeah, they love Henry.
I mean, what's not to love?
Fabiani. Now Cabral Downs. Pass across. This is short, and that one goes off the goalpost.
Bit of a seeing eye shot there. Went through traffic. Peltier really don't think saw it until the last second. By that time, it was already behind him.
He's going to cover this one.
Just caught the iron.
With 2:32 on the clock. Peltier will cover it again. 2:28 left in the second. The Penguins ever win?
They lost in the shootout. Went down to the Flyers. Never fun, but you know.
So they tied it with like 20 seconds left.
Yeah, Gensel tied it with like 22, and then, oh well. They get him again on Monday, I believe, so.
Well, it's all right. The Devils lost to the Sharks last night,
Yeah.
so you shouldn't feel too bad.
Nah, I don't.
This is Connolly. His pass, oh, shooting one wide. Oh, that was short.
It was a great pass from Connolly, a little spinning backhand right in front.
Short was looking to go short side. I'm going to keep making those jokes.
But
I think that's three.
Yeah, you're
Three
unstoppable.
different short jokes. You won't cut me short there.
There you go. Oh my God, dude, you're just
Make it four.
You're just the best.
I thought Partridge was playing tonight. I guess he's not.
I don't know.
Number 28. I haven't seen him.
No, we got that lineup. I don't know. Must have been a little wrong. Looks like Newnham and Connolly are exchanging some words right now. They'll be separated.
Face off to the left of Ferry. You heard Narco by Blaster Jacks. I miss Edwin Diaz. For those at home, I'm a diehard Mets fan. Not proud to say. This is going to be a hand pass.
So I believe another 12 seconds and a whistle, and those players from that earlier scrum should be able to come out of the box. That's Sarah, Mohan, Kylie, and Lambert.
Duchesne a shot off the faceoff. Ferry's got it. Penn State back the other way. Cabral Downs with the puck. So we're past the 116 mark. Player should come out of the box. This is Schumann. His shot goes wide. And we got a player that is really shaken up. That's
Yeah.
Cabral Downs.
It was a bit of an awkward collision. It looked like he had already begun falling before he got hit, so that might have saved him a little bit, but he's really laboring on that right leg, not putting much pressure on it at all. And he's heading towards,
Yeah, he's going off.
just hope he's all right. Might have been a little bit of a knee on knee. Certainly not intentional.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there'll be a penalty. I think that was just an unfortunate collision. Cabral Downs gets helped off by Lambert. And the trainer will go off with them. Some of the Penn State scratches head down. Meanwhile, Sarah and Mohan are still in the box. So are the Penn State players, so it's kind of interesting.
Maybe.
The
Yeah.
penalties were called once the clock hit 11:16.
You know what I think it was? Is they were 12-minute, because they had the 2 plus the 10.
That's right. So they're done for the period.
And Kyle Abosh served that extra 2 to Andre Serra. So that
makes sense.
So they might have to wait till next period to come out of the box.
Healy gets leveled. Under a minute to go here in the second. No goals in this period so far. after Penn State put 4 on the board in the first.
Yeah, the offense really slowed down in this period. The physicality ramped up.
On the side of the net, Healy, now Tomaszewski, 30 seconds. Ferry will glove it, but he lets it free for good. Now Tomaszewski goes off Ferry again. Now it's Teske at the center ice logo with 15 on the clock. Maryland punches it in, they'll get a change. Newnham will stay out. Everyone else is off. Tomaszewski stays on. I think he wanted to get out, but he got caught. And that'll do it for the second period anyway. So after 4 in the first, nothing in the second, and once again, Maryland will go to the locker room down 4-0.
They're down to 20 minutes left. Still plenty of time to make this a game. They'll head to the locker room, regroup, talk things over. We'll come back for the third.
So we'll step aside here on the Maryland Hockey Network, and the final period coming up after the break. right, folks. Well, if you want another reason to watch the rest of the game, Max Newnham is in net.
I don't even know what to say.
Peltier got shaken up in the first period, got hurt again, so his night is done. And, jeez.
I don't believe what I'm seeing right now.
Well, he looks very mobile.
I'm speechless. There's one.
He's going to cover it.
This place just went crazy. Standing O.
Well, we're going to send that to the ACHA show. 25 goals.
And one save.
And one save.
Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean,
I'm going to have some fun broadcasting.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to say.
This is going to be fun.
I can't really think of words right now.
I literally can't think of anything to say.
It looks exactly like Peltier.
It really does.
Mask and the he's using Peltier's equipment.
And he's wearing that extra 35 that we've seen Blake Warner wear a couple times this year.
You know, Eric Bernberg wore that jersey last year. He was a goalie.
Hey, who knows? Maybe
probably a size bigger than the 19 jersey.
Yeah, maybe having Newnham in net sparks something, and the Terps
David
can.
Ayers.
You never know.
Fabiani will play the puck.
Look out here.
Another giveaway. Moving in on Newnham. That's going to be fun to say.
Goes wide. There's a save.
Shooting from the blue line. Newnham will pad that one aside.
I mean, the energy's back in the crowd, I can tell you that. And if there's ever been a reason to get down on a knee and block a shot, you have that reason right now with your top scorer in net.
Fabiani without his stick. He's got Wilson with him. Puck will go out of the zone. Well, the last goal in this game was at the 18-second mark left in the first period.
Feels like forever ago. I mean, if the Terps are able to come away with this, winning this period, maybe put a goal or two up on the board, that absolutely gives you something to take away from this game that's positive. That would be huge for morale.
Maryland wanted a call there. Well, you'd have to imagine Peltier is still getting tended to by one of the trainers.
Yeah, I just hope Henry Peltier is okay.
Well, actually, no. Both the trainers.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. They're both over on the other side of the ice. Maybe.
So maybe
he might have left, or I don't think he would have left.
At least doing some stretches or something.
Maybe.
Talked to Coach Carter in the intermission. He said Peltier has a history of back issues. So it seemed like things were cramping up. I don't know.
And, I mean, you think about how many games Peltier's played this year and the difficulty of those games. He's been through so much.
It's really going to be a concern next semester because Evan Jones will be graduating this semester. So
yeah,
I don't know if they're going to get another goalie or what, but
they'll have to figure something out. Because, I mean, going with one goalie is really not a good idea, as we've seen tonight.
I've reiterated to Coach Carter a couple times, I will play backup goalie for one game.
I mean, I would love to see that. You don't know how much fun I would have calling that if you were in that.
Maybe one of the Denison games. I would love to back up Henry.
That'd be awesome.
I'll play. Put me in. I might have to face a few shots in the warm-ups, but as Newnham makes a save.
Big blocker save there from Max.
Probably give up like 40 goals, but I'd do it.
I wonder what the decision-making process was behind putting Max in net. Did he play goalie at some point in his? Like, I don't know.
My guess, and I could be completely wrong. I feel like Coach Joe said we need a goalie, and I think he just jumped right up.
Okay.
That would be my guess.
I believe it.
But I have no idea. We didn't know. I thought Henry was gonna stay in the rest of the game, but he looks pretty shaken up. Both intermissions.
I mean, you would think if they went with a pure size point of view, you would have put Blake Warner in there, but obviously Max knew something. about his goaltending ability.
I think it makes sense for Newnham. I mean, a lot of guys could probably make a case for it. At the end of the day, it probably doesn't matter. I mean, you're not going to put Drake in that.
No, I mean.
But I think Newnham,
Hey, his save percentage is 1,000 right now, so.
oh, we have a comment from Nick Newnham, Max's brother. He wants the title for best tendy in the family because Nick played goalie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That would make sense for Max.
It's that competitive spirit.
Seems like something he would do.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense because one of the best players in the team. I think he's a very athletic individual.
Yeah.
Big guy too. I mean, he's 6'3", I believe.
Yeah, size certainly doesn't hurt.
As he takes his skate into the corner. Looks like Marc-Andre Fleury.
He
right
does,
now.
yeah. He's looked confident in there so far. He's made it through 4 3/4 minutes so far in this period.
You see him? He's going to remember this game for the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
Goes
Yep.
off him. Now another shot, and that one gets redirected out of play.
We'll say Max got a piece of that one.
15:03 left in the third. Still 4-0. Newnham's save percentage is 1,000.
I mean, this is where you would love to see the offense for the Terps get going. Try and get some offensive zone pressure. Take the pressure off of Max Newnham and net. Try and put one on the board. They really haven't tested Ferry at all in this game. He's been solid, but really hasn't faced many grade A chances.
And also with Newnham playing goalie, we haven't mentioned this yet. We got to look at the line combinations.
Yeah.
We know Coach Joe changed the combinations before Peltier came out of the game. And now with Newnham not playing forward anymore, it's probably going to look a lot different.
Yeah.
As his line mate Drake is on the ice with Duchesne right now and Wilson.
Need some equipment repairs. Sean Amon doing the repairs on the pads for Max Newnham. Henry Peltier's pads.
Newnham looks good to go. Wilson will stay out for the face-off. He gets this back for Amon. Now Wilson for Duchesne.
I like Max's style in that. He's going a little old school. Reminded me of some Dominic Hasek.
I would love for him to make just a huge save.
I
As there's a ripper. Did that hit Max?
have no idea, genuinely zero idea.
I think they went off his helmet.
Trevor Drake might have got a piece of it. I really didn't see.
I think it might have tipped off someone and then off Max's helmet.
It's possible. I'll give it to him.
He did tap his helmet after the play.
You know what? I think Trevor Drake made a diving play there with his stick. Tipped that one up into the netting.
Nick wants to see Max tested with a breakaway. Facciano. Now McDonald for Penn State. Facciano around the boards. Now Joyce.
This line remains unchanged. Not surprising.
Otrando. Velarde. And Newnham comes all the way out for the whistle. Oh, he came way out of the crease to make the save. 13:31 left in the third. Cleary and Healy. Healy gets this for Sarah. right near the slot.
Ooh.
And that one missed. Cleary shooting. Here's Cleary again. He shoots. That one misses again.
Same spot.
Newnham tried to poke it with the stick. Now at the blue line, it's Schumann. He'll
Oh
shoot
my
this off
goodness.
the crossbar.
That's a big save from Max.
Now
That's
Newnham
two.
Again. He sprawls out, and he gets the cover.
2 big saves from Max Newnham. That shot from the point hit the crossbar, landed right in front of Max, and a couple pokes at it from some ice line players, and Max Newnham was able to get the glove on it and get the whistle.
Cleary and now Kravitsky on the faceoff. Teskey's going to get it out. Newnham will glove it, and there'll be another whistle.
You have to think the longer that Penn State goes without being able to score on Max Newnham, you have to think some frustration might start to set in, and that could affect how they play the rest of this period. And the Terps might be able to capitalize on some chances, so you never know.
You are missing that goal-scoring touch from Newnham.
It's very true.
Got the hat trick last night.
That's why I was surprised that they went with him in net, just because of his goal-scoring ability.
There's Wilson, a shot, saved by Ferry. So it's Kravitsky with Wilson and Duchesne. Ferry plays the puck. This is short. Cleary is going to be offside here. Just under 12 minutes to go. Newnham was wearing a backwards hat under his helmet.
Oh my goodness.
That is classic street hockey vibes.
That is awesome.
That is fantastic.
This is good stuff.
It's like a baseball catcher wearing the helmet backwards with the
Yep,
mask over it.
that's exactly what I thought of.
He just took off his helmet to, I don't know, do something.
Yeah.
Then I saw the hat.
I mean, that's Henry's mask he's wearing, so sure they're not the same head size, so makes sense.
Tomaszewski swipes at it. Now Schumann. Pass for good. Back to Schumann. Here's Kneisner. Ice Lions are onside. Joyce will play it off the glass and out. Mohan fights for it. He comes away with it. He'll go to the bench, and
It's going to be a penalty.
we have a slash.
It's going to go against Penn State. Newnham's going to head to the bench, maybe for some repairs. I think he needs a water bottle in net. He's grabbing one from Coach Carter now.
So it's Kneisner off. Teskey a drive. Now back the other way, it's Meyer. Moving in on Newnham. Meyer can't get the shot off. Maryland power play is Teskey, Tomaszewski, Drake, Healy, and now Wilson replacing Newnham on that first unit. Teskey takes it all the way around. This is Drake. Healy back for Tomaszewski. A little risky pass there. Healy below the goal line. His pass back to Chevy. He shoots through traffic. Ferry's able to make the save. Goes off the blocker and then right into the glove for the whistle.
I mean, for the Terps, you look at the situation you're in right now. Down 4-0, about halfway through this third period. You're top scorer is in net right now as goalie. What do you have to lose? Would love to see the Terps take some chances, try some things, maybe try and put one behind the net, or in the net, I should say. See what they can do. This is not something you practice. You don't practice with your best player in goal, so.
It's a little risky by them to do it, too.
Yeah, it is, but obviously, there's Henry Pelletier standing behind Max Newnham. They're talking right now. Again, hope Henry's all right.
Yeah. We'll see what they do for next weekend. Maryland's next game is in 6 days. So gives you a little bit of time, but not like they have a week off.
Yeah.
That Sarin feed is too far away from Velarde. Under 10 minutes to go, left in the third. Duchesne. Just heard a Penn State player yell, "Shoot it," from the red line.
I mean, yeah. I have confidence Max would make that save, but.
Sandell. He's over the blue line. 10 seconds left for the Maryland power play. Nothing to do so far. Penn State gets it out, and that'll do it. We're back to full strength. Kneisner on the ice. Now Warner. Here's Amen. Playing the puck is Connolly now. Icing is waved off. Newnham wanted the icing there, his hand raised. Now it's Wilson at center ice. Going for the check was good. Fabiani, nice play to keep the puck. With 2 ice irons on him.
Nice move there by Sean Amon.
Here's Amen. He shoots. That's blocked aside by Ferry. Goes off the skate of the referee for a moment. And now it's good again. Here's Fabiani.
Look out.
Shooting
Oh,
one
big
wide.
save. Newnham got a piece of it with the glove.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Cleary with the shot there. Fabiani. Gloved by Drake. Now it's Schumann. Cabral Downs.
Really feels as though Penn State has really slowed down in this period. I'd love to see the Terps take advantage of that and try and get some offensive zone time.
Newnham goes down, puck is loose.
It's in.
And it's going to be a goal. So Newnham's given up his first. It's 5-0 Penn State.
Refs are still talking this over in the Maryland crease. One ref pointed as if it was a goal.
Newnham doesn't think it's in. He's yelling at one of the refs.
I mean, the ref had a perfect view. He was standing to the left of Newnham, or to the right of Newnham. And this draw is going to come out to center, so it will be a goal.
Here's Joyce with the puck. Now Mohan, a giveaway. I don't know who scored, technically credited with that Penn State goal. It might have been McGuire.
I believe it was.
Now it's Atrondo. 6.5 minutes left in the third. Teskey. Now Beganowski tries to get it out, and he does. And we have a penalty.
Not sure. It's going to go against the ice lines here. It's going to be a tripping call.
That's Atrondo.
So the Terps get another power play chance. 6:13 on the clock. That's all the time we got left here in the third.
Tripping is the call on Atrondo. Wilson out there on the first unit again, and the Ice Lions get it clear. Drake and Wilson is way offside. So we'll bring this into the neutral zone. Under 6 minutes. 140 to work with on the man advantage.
Let's get a college football update here. Number 2 Michigan shutting out number 16 Iowa for the Big Ten championship, and Florida State beating Louisville by a score of 16-6 in the ACC championship. So we'll see how the college football playoff settles out.
There's a drive off the stick of Meyer. Saved by Newnham.
Can't believe you just said that.
They have a big chirp from the crowd. I'm not sure what was said, but we know who that was. Heard a lot of that last year. So 5 minutes to go. Under a minute on the power play. This is Healy. Healy's stick was caught up with one of the Ice Lions. It was Lambert. Or Mavris. Now it's Sarah. Now Drake. Cleary for Penn State. One of the Ice Lions loses their glove as Warner shoved him to the ice. Now he gets tripped up. That was Cleary. Newnham will go and move the glove.
He's moving the glove.
Referee will pick it up now. Sarah. Down for Sandell. This is good. Beganowski is drawing with Kylie. Now this is Teskey. 3.5 minutes left in the third.
Would love to see the Terps put one on the board here in the last 3.5 minutes.
Warner still on the ice. It's Amen. Here's MacDonald. Now Connolly. Newnham will play the puck behind the net for Teske. And
no icing.
no icing.
Ref said it was tipped there by Chase Wilson.
Taverner plays the puck ahead. Drake tries to get it in. Now he's onside. He's got Mohan with him and Wilson. Drake, a flurry of moves. Now he shoots that one wide.
Goodness, Trevor Drake doing everything he can there. Got around a couple ice lines, just wasn't able to put it past Ferry. Here's a chance.
This is Mohan. It's a 3-on-2. Pass for Drake. It goes behind him. Penn State back the other way. Weaving toward Newnham. Now Tomaszewski is able to get it aside.
Some good defense there by Daniel Tomaszewski.
And Toronto, Newnham with the glove save. He'll cover.
Fans are loving it.
Huey is able to retrieve his stick and go to the bench. Brandon Appleton playing some Rolling Stones.
He's killing it. Killed it last night. Doing it again tonight.
Some of the fans are yelling too many men.
I didn't hear that
I don't
just
know
now.
why. Yeah.
Yeah, not sure.
I heard multiple fans, but it's 5-on-5.
Interesting.
Who scored the 5th goal? We are not fully sure. We think it was McGuire, but it was a scramble. The Maryland didn't even think the puck went in, and there was really no celebration.
Yeah.
I think it was McGuire.
I do think so because he was the first one that headed to the bench for that handshake line with his teammates. Usually that means you scored the goal, but not a guarantee.
So we're approaching the final minute of play. Penn State leads 5-0. Outside of the probable McGuire goal, as Bieganowski has the puck. Duchesne. Maryland going to do their best to at least not get shut out here. Still got time to get one as here's Duchesne. He shoots, and that hits off of good. Here it's taken by Kiley.
I just think the defensive effort by the Ice Lions tonight has been too much for the Terps. They've been shut down in the neutral zone and really limiting a lot of Terps chances. There's a save by Max Newnham with the blocker.
Good. A pass for Schumann. 15 seconds. Now Healy keeping it in with Schumann. Down to the last 5 at the blue line is good. Into the corner, Teske gets it out, and that will do it. The Penn State Ice Lions defeat the Maryland Terrapins by a final score of 5-0.
That's a tough one. Just the Terps felt like they couldn't get anything going from the start, and it just lasted the entire game. Too many. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Too many giveaways in the defensive zone. Odd man rushes. Killed them tonight. They'll try and rebound next week.
Your Penn State goals. In the first period, it was Velarde, Meyer, and then Atrondo and Kneisner. Nothing to show for in the second period. And then in the third, we believe it was McGuire. As you see the handshake line at center ice.
The Terps will walk away from this weekend happy, though, with that win from last night. It's going to be huge for them going forward.
Yeah, you guys stay in good spirits. Anytime you can split a weekend series.
Especially against a team as good as this. That's huge. So silver lining for sure.
Newnham, the goaltender, comes off of the ice. Well, that'll do it. Our next game will be on Friday. Our next home game on Saturday against George Mason and Towson, respectively. But for Andrew Rich, Benji Ferraro, and our entire Maryland hockey media crew, my name is Matt Fusillo. So long, everyone. We'll see you next weekend.